Actually, George Lucas is afraid of you, isn't he, Howard?
Actually, I'm very fortunate. Return of the Jedi moved off our date. They built the Force of private parts and they left us. Good idea, you know. Return of the Jedi was the weakest one of those Star Wars trilogy. When you see Ewoks with zippers running up their back, you get a little nervous, you know. I want to introduce someone to you. This is the woman who plays my wife in the movie, Mary McCormick, who's a really great actress. Not bad, right? Keep your hands off my wife. First of all, one of the great things about making a movie is you get to have action and you get to have like little love scenes with a beautiful actress. And I just want to thank Mary publicly for putting up with me and not throwing up during our love scenes.
How long were those love scenes, by
How were they?
Delicious.
Delicious. We had a little vomit bag on the side just in case she had to toss her cookies. But she plays a great wife. And let me tell you something, there were some exciting moments. And I kissed her a couple of times on camera and it was very nice.
What surprised you about working with Howard? Things you didn't expect about Howard?
I don't know.
Are you speechless? She didn't shut up during the making of the movie, but for some reason she's speechless tonight. You know, are you overwhelmed or what?
Overwhelmed.
You know, Mary's on Murder One. They don't have this kind of commotion for that show. You know, they don't have that kind of...
They don't have music either, apparently.
No, they don't. Here's my favorite sign, F. Penelope.
You like that one? Are you wearing sparkles on your arms? Wow, I like that. Why didn't you wear that in the movie for me, honey?
I don't know. Your mustache was in my mouth the entire time.
We did a lot of love scenes where I had a mustache, and the mustache would end up in her mouth.
Very good. I hear we have a band introduced.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting. You know, we have a soundtrack album out as well, and the first band that committed to the soundtrack was Porno for Pyros. I am such a huge fan of those, and the fact that they're on the movie and they're on the album is just remarkable to me. I love this band. This is the single from the album Private Parts. This is Perry Farrell, Porno for Pyros, and Hard Charger, everybody. Here we go.
And we are back. Incredibly balmy night in February in New York City, which I guess, Robin, means that God is on Howard's side as well.
Yeah, he cooperated with the weather and everything. This is incredible. It's like a spring day.
For the two people out there who don't know, this is, of course, Robin Quivers, a woman who, as the movie will attest, has been pretty much by Howard's side through thick and thin throughout this amazing career.
And there was a lot of thin, let me tell you.
Yeah, a lot of thin. You'll see in the movie, in fact, we showed a little bit of that period. WNBC, before he ruled New York, when they first came to New York, actually.
You knew us when we were nothing.
There you go. But you guys will see they had some interesting run-ins with management at that station, right?
Absolutely. It was a nightmare. Every day when we walked in, we used to hide from management, and you'll see it in this movie.
Now, when you guys left there, I know at that point, you were kind of, you really didn't know what was going to happen next, right?
No, it was kind of a nightmare. It was the best of times, worst of times, I guess, because we were number one, and then we got fired. So we never even thought that could happen. And then when it did, we thought, well, maybe our careers are over. And, you know, it turned out to be the best thing for us, actually.
Well, you can see where they've gone from there. And it must have been really cool. Another thing in this film, it must have been really cool, sort of going back to the old looks and clothes and hairstyles. And there's some entertaining ones in there.
You thought that was cool? I'm telling you, getting into those wigs and into those old clothes, it was just like, oh my God, I actually let myself look like this? And Howard and I both said to each other, why did you tell me? Why did you tell me how bad I looked?
Well, she looks great tonight. Robin Quivers. And we understand that even Stern Mania has touched the fashion world. MTV News discovered this. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Carol Alt. Welcome to this special edition of House of Style. You know, top designers such as Auger, Versace, Isaac are constantly searching for new sources of inspiration. And this year, judging from the new styles that have hit the runways in New York, Paris, and Milan, it's all about Howard.
Yeah, the Howard Stern look is everywhere. Versace's doing that. The boss is doing that. But Isaac Mizrahi needs to start it.
To put a dream in a nutshell.
I have a new concept.
Howard Stern, 97. It was divine inspiration. It's hot. It's real. Howard is funk. It's good. It's bad. Weirdo, James Dean with the perm. Geek, it's I don't care. Genius. Howard sees the color. This concept is so original. Okay. This is Howard goes snowmobiling. You like that? Howard goes to Dunkin' Donuts and drag. Howard goes Aquaman. Think flashy. Think Howard. Think original. Think punk. This collection is so divine. This is like my new baby new year. I'm so happy because it's so original and no one else is doing it.
Isaac, you won't believe this.
What is this? Oh my God! Get out of here!
I can't believe
Get
it.
out of here! Get out of here! Oh my God! Get out! Why? I am so serious. Get that off of me!
I guess I achieved the look tonight, too. How are you? It's Kennedy. Carmen, how are you doing tonight? It's your first big MTV movie premiere. How does it feel?
Well, actually, I had a chance to hang out in the bleachers with some of the fans. And I'm telling you, it was a madhouse out there. It's crazy.
To say the absolute least, and one of the maddest is none other. Oh, what a cute tree!
Thank you.
It's Stuttering John. John, I'm going to be nice to you tonight. What the hell? You see all these publicists here. Is there a lot of hate? Do the publicists really hate you for all the horrible questions you've asked their clients in the past?
Yeah, they hate you, but it's an equal hate because they usually throw me out after the first couple interviews.
Is it hard to come to a place like this? Does anyone welcome you, or are you just a wanted man?
This is probably the first time I've ever been allowed in.
Really?
Yeah, usually I got to sneak in with a fake mustache and, beard. You know what I'm saying, Kenny? I had to interview you, which I'm very sorry about.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'd abuse you back. It'd be like shooting trout in the barrel. All right, now, come here. Do you have a question for Stuttering John, you intellectual John?
Only when you drink? Do I stutter only when I drink? Then when I drink, I become Slurring John.
There you go.
It relaxes me.
That's speech impediment for a Renaissance man. All right, Carmen, let's give it back.
Now it's time to check in with Chris Colony, Fiona Apple, and Flavor Flav. Liza!
Thank you, ladies. I am indeed present at what might be one of the more unexpected musical collaborations of 1997, Flavor Flav and Fiona Apple. Now, Flavor Flav, let's start with you. Do people outside the New York area realize how huge Howard is here? Howard is just like a god here, is he not?
Hey, yo, let me tell you something, man. Howard's bigger than the Empire State Building, you know what I'm saying? And that's my word, but not only that, but Howard, man, he's a real good guy. He's a cool guy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm more than glad to have a nice little cameo spot in his movies, you.
Now, Fiona, you were here last night for the Grammys. This is not exactly the same sort of event, is it?
This is ridiculously more crazy than the Grammys. The Grammys is like nothing. We came to the Grammys and there were like 3 people standing outside screaming. Here it's like the whole entire world. Everybody loves him.
We got 2 people here who really followed their dream and made it a big success in the music business. That's how young Howard got started when he thought about being on the radio, as you see in the movie Private Parts. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and it's my pleasure to bring you the sensitive and highly moving scene from Private Parts. Join me in savoring this joyous celebration of love between young Howard Stern and his mentally challenged parents.
Howard, you're graduating from high school this year. You should be making some kind of plan for your future.
You need a plan.
I want to be on the radio.
He wants to be on radio.
But to be on the radio, you have to have a voice. You have to have some verbal ability. You hardly ever say a word.
This went from a guy who's only told me to shut up about 50,000 times.
I talk.
Wow, either somebody turned up the air conditioning here, or I'm really touched.
More to come in the greatest night in the history of New York City entertainment, including Howard Stern with Rob Zombie singing Together. Don't go away. How did it come about? What do you think of it? Have you seen it already?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing it right now. I just at that chance I'll walk up on Stop on stage as a one-to-one cheer from there. I can't believe this.
Just like I say, Tom, how did you become involved in this? Are you a longtime fan?
Well, I'm dating Elephant Boy right now, and came down here. I've been a fan for a long time. I've been on the show a lot. I love his fans. He's got the greatest fans. And it's, it's a great movie because it's like a Rocky type of thing. It's an underdog, and we love that. We love that.
Now, where are you going next? Is this been a movie career for you?
I may have to cut with your answer. I need some bookings.
Okay. You've already got plenty of bookings, of course, but...
Yeah, I've got a few, a little less since last year, but it's good to be supporting somebody that's making a successful movie.
Okay, let's see what John Norris is doing out in the Limo area. John!
Thanks so much, Kurt. We are here with one of the many bands in town this week, it being Grammy Week, Alice in Chains. We got Sean, we got Jerry here. How does this compare to last night at the Grammy Awards, both in Madison Square Garden?
This is a much more stuffy and uptight than last night.
Really a more reserved kind of situation, Jen?
I'd much rather be here anytime.
Are you guys Stern faithful listeners?
I just want to meet him, sleep with him, maybe have lunch, brunch, something.
Any kind of bonding experience with Howard?
I just like to actually touch his flesh, just a hand, that's all, but, it'd be nice for me.
We've also got, I want to remind you guys, Rob Zombie and Howard performing in just a bit. Looking forward to seeing Howard's musical skills?
Yes. I couldn't hear what you said.
Howard's musical display in just a little bit.
We're waiting for that right now.
Exactly.
I'm wetting myself.
All right. Try to contain yourself, Sean. We got much more from the private parts. Private party. In fact, let's check in right now with Carmen and Kennedy, two brave women who are out there by the Stern fans.
Thanks, Sean. Well, I'm standing here with some of Howard's special friends, seven-time Grammy winner Tony Bennett and Nicole Bass. I know you've worked on many, many MTV projects. How is this one different?
Well, it's tremendous. I tell you, it's very funny. I was the first one to give the Beatles and the Rolling Stones the awards when they first started at Wembley Stadium. This is such a phenomenon. In all the years I've been in the entertainment world, I've never seen anything like this.
It's a madhouse.
Now, Tony, congratulations on your Grammy last night. Good job. Now, you've reached out to a whole new audience, and they have embraced you. Has Howard helped with that? Has he helped you gain a whole new generation of fans?
Right. Yeah, he's been very nice to me. It's funny. I got on his show, and he's always very respectful to me, just the opposite of what you'd expect. He says, Mr. Bennett, how are you, and all that. And I walk away saying, how about that? I'm thrilled. It's been very nice to me.
Two consummate gentlemen and a very interesting lady. This is the world's largest bodybuilder, female bodybuilder, Nicole Bass. Now, Nicole, how did you find Howard? How did Howard find you?
Howard found me. I was invited to the 1994 New Year's Eve pay-per-view, and it's been history ever since. I'm always a guest on his show, and it's done wonders for my career.
Have you won more titles thanks to Howard? Has he been that little push that you needed?
I've become more comfortable with my body as far as my bodybuilding career has gone. I think that when you're comfortable within yourself, it doesn't matter what else goes on.
I know you're a lady, but I want to thank you for being my bodyguard. Thanks.
I feel comfortable with my body just from these last 20 seconds. Thank you. Let's go to Chris, who I believe has Diamond David Lee Roth.
That's right, the combo mixed splatter continues, and we're all comfortable with each of our bodies up here. Fred Norris, one of the stars of Private Parts, and indeed David Lee Roth. Fred, let's start with you. You have a tub scene with a nude starlet. Hold on. These guys have something to say. Hold on. All right, David. I think the same, because this guy here is the only. I don't care. All right, David. I don't care what Ed Van Halen says about me. I know that Mr. Rogers and Howard Stern like me just the way I am. All right, Dave, now the last time you're at an event like this, the guys in Van Halen said that your behavior was such that they kicked you out of the band. Van Halen was one of the greatest bands in the history of the sport. It still is, and as long as I was in the band, it still will forever be. God bless the fans who always supported us. What are your feelings about those guys for the way they treated you this past year, though? You know what? Tonight is Howard Stern's night. Tonight is about private parts, or at least somebody's private parts. There are two words in radio now, this Marconi and Howard Stern. Everybody is here. I was walking, and this would only happen in New York City. I was walking in from the limo here, and a fella comes up with a backwards baseball cap and the Pendleton and everything, and he gets in here. It was the cop who busted me undercover in Washington Square Park. We're bringing people together tonight. Fred, just like you were so fabulous in this film, how has Howard dealt with all this, and how did you deal with your nude scene? How did I deal with my nude scene? Quite wonderfully. I actually met the woman on the sidewalk here tonight that was nude. I met her husband. He didn't hit me, so things are going quite well, actually. So you're looking forward to a fun event, the two of you tonight? I'm looking forward to a fun event, and if Dave wants to ask me about my hip, he can ask me about my hip. We have like a mini city here. Please stay off the towers, as you say. We got lots more fun coming with all sorts of folks. Rob Zombie and Howard Stern coming your way. Keep it here. It's Howard Stern's Private Parts Private Party.